Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the Lewis University's television network. Today is Thursday, March 7th, 2024. I'm Samir Martinez.
And I'm Citlali Romo.
And we begin with our top national and international stories. President Biden's State of the Union address is set for tonight. It comes the day after Republicans acknowledged former President Donald Trump as their presumptive nominee for the 2024 presidential election. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley suspended her bid after a string of Super Tuesday losses, setting the table for another November battle between Biden and Trump. Biden is expected to extend a hand tonight to leaning in particular into overlaps on foreign policy, but he also has to do work within his own party as a progressive Democrats are unhappy with his handling of the Israel-Hamas conflict. Plus questions about the president's age and vitality raising tonight's stake.
Authorities in New Jersey say they recovered $400,000 worth of allegedly purchased SpaceX orders. Police say 35-year-old Kelvin Rodriguez Moya used stolen credit cards or hacked billing accounts to buy Starlink terminals from the company. The devices are often used for satellite internet service in remote areas. Police say the Newark man illegally bought 675 devices, had them delivered to a home, and then taken to northern New Jersey, where he planned to resell them. SpaceX officials say this is the largest fraud recovery it's ever seen. So far, about a third of Starlink terminals have been recovered.
It's that time of year, again, when we spring forward. Daylight savings time starts Sunday. During that time, people adjust their clocks forward 1 hour near the start of spring. Even though you lose an hour of sleep, you gain an extra hour of sunlight in the evening. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, a bipartisan bill is being held up at the committee that would enable states to permanently switch to daylight saving time. If passed, the switch could take effect in more than 24 states. Currently, nearly a dozen states have legislation in works to switch to year-round standard time.
The Justice Department is charging a former Google employee with stealing artificial intelligence secrets. 38-year-old Linway Ding could go to prison for 40 years. Prosecutors say he stole more than 500 files of confidential information from Google. Then he allegedly took them to his home country of China, where he was offered an executive role at a startup company. He is accused of traveling there for months at a time while having a fellow Google employee use his badge to access his office to make it look like he was there. Then he founded his own tech company in China that boasted it could replicate Google's AI technology. Attorney General Merrick Garland says that could put national security at risk.
No number 2 pencil, no problem. Beginning Saturday, the SAT exam will be fully digital. The college admissions test will be on a computer, but students will have to take it at a testing site. The exam is also about an hour shorter than the worksheet version. Another new feature, the math and science sections are broken down into 2 sections. The difficulty level of the second section will depend on how well a student does in the first section. Results will be returned in a few days rather than weeks. Up next, we will have your local news.
And later, we will have your entertainment news.
I would, if I could go back and change it all. I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
A staff member at Fenton High School in Bensonville is under investigation for alleged inappropriate conduct. A police investigation is ongoing into a staff member at Fenton High School in Bensonville. The alleged misconduct is appeared to have happened years ago, but documents related to the investigation are now spreading. According to police documents pertaining to the investigation are circulating on social media. The staff member is on administrative leave and the school is cooperating with the investigation.
The Aurora supercomputer at Aragon National Laboratory in Lamont could soon be the world's fastest computer and revolutionize climate forecasting. Aragon's new supercomputer doesn't just have one node, it has tens, thousands of them. Each single rack of nodes weighs 8 tons and are cooled by thousands of gallons of water. With this power, the supercomputer can make 2 billion calculations per second, costing hundreds of millions of dollars. It aims to accelerate advancements across an array of scientific research, creating complex models, cracking cosmic conundrums, and contributing to cures for chronic conditions. When it's fully turned on later this year, Aurora is expected to be the fastest computer on Earth, armed with artificial intelligence to help scientists make informed decisions faster.
A CTA bus hit a pedestrian on the west side Wednesday afternoon. A southbound number 157 bus hit a pedestrian at Pulaski and Cermak Roads in Lawndale. Chicago fire officials said the pedestrian was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital in an unknown condition. It was not immediately cleared what led up to the crash. Information about the extent of the pedestrian's injuries has not been released.
An ATM machine was taken in a burglary at a currency exchange business yesterday on South Halstead Street in Bridgeport. When police arrived, officers found glass shattered at the front door of the business was broken. Chicago police said suspects may have fled in a silver sedan. Police didn't provide a description of the suspects. The investigation is ongoing.
Students at a West Suburban Catholic school were given some good news following a summer scare. The St. Francis of Rome Catholic School in Cicero will stay open thanks to a grant from the Big Shoulders Fund. This news comes from following a plan to close the school in June due to lawmakers ending funding for the Invest in Kids Scholarship program last year. More than half of the students at the school relied on the program. The good news comes as the school prepared to mark its 100-year history. Gifts from anonymous donors along with support from the Archdiocese, the neighborhood parish, and the school's sharing parish. St. Anne's in Barrington and the Big Shoulders Fund all helped fill the gap students had lost.
When we return, we will have your entertainment news.
And later, we will have your Lewis Spotlight and sports update.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Actress Lindsay Lohan's infant son has 2 amazing and surprising godparents. They are none other than NBA superstar Steph Curry and his wife Aisha. In an interview on The Tonight Show earlier this week, Lohan explained she and her husband met the Currys through a mutual friend. Lohan says she and Aisha hit it off right away and they've been good friends ever since. The two are even starring together in Lohan's new Netflix rom-com, Irish Wish, which will be released on March 15th. It remains to be seen if the Currys will return the godparent request as Aisha is pregnant with the couple's 4th child.
First couple Barack and Michelle Obama are taking a look back in history. To be more specific, the years 1863 to 1873, the Obama's production company and the History Channel are working on a project based on America's Reconstruction era. The network announced an 8-episode podcast to explore the period's impact. On the country, those involved say the podcast will feature a variety of voices from literature, journalism, history, and education. No word yet on a release date.
Mattel is releasing 8 new dolls to kick off the 65th anniversary of Barbie. In honor of International Women's Day, these dolls are based off women who inspire girls through storytelling and encourage them to be brave, confident, and daring. The dolls include actor Viola Davis and Dame Helen Mirren, superstars Shawanda Twain and Kylie Minogue, content creator Maria Gomez, director Lilia Aviles, model Nicole Fahia, and comedian Anessa Amani. International Women's Day is Friday, and Barbie's anniversary and birthday is Saturday.
Justin Timberlake confirms his new album contains a collaboration with his former bandmates from NSYNC. The collaboration Paradise is the second to last song on the album, which comes out on March 15th. Timberlake had teased the NSYNC collab for his new album, but he confirmed it with a billboard in Los Angeles on Monday. This comes several months after the 90s boy band member reunited for their first song together in more than 2 decades. Better Place was on Trolls Band Together soundtrack.
Serena Williams isn't just a tennis legend, and a wife, and a mom. She is now an author too. Williams announced her new children's book, The Adventures of Qua, on Thursday. It's about her daughter's Olympia's favorite doll. The story centers on Qua teaching baby girl about the importance of believing in herself. Williams and her husband, Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, set up an Instagram account for the now famous doll in 2018. Although the book is about Olympia's doll, Williams said that it's dedicated to all children. And up next, we will have your weather.
Then we will have your Lewis Sports Update. Stay with us.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Located just 35 miles southwest of Chicago, Lewis University welcomes students of all faiths and cultures. Our faculty walk side by side with our students, helping them apply what they've learned in the classroom to real life in law enforcement, nursing, aviation, business, the sciences, teaching, and the arts. Our students are problem solvers, thinkers, doers. Now it is your turn. How will you impact our world? Apply today at lewisu.edu.
Hi, my name is Essie
There are
Ramos.
so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the...
I heard it. Hi, my name is Essie Ramos, and this is your 7-day forecast. Today, Thursday, will be a high of 48 degrees, and Friday will be rainy. Time to bring up the umbrellas, and it would be a high of 48 degrees. Saturday, it would be partly cloudy, high of 48 degrees. Sunday, it would be a high of high 47 degrees. Monday, get some sunshine, it'd be 59 degrees. Tuesday will be partly cloudy, high of 64 degrees. Wednesday will be partly cloudy, high of 62 degrees. Next, we have our Lewis Sports updates.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
Lewis University has just appointed John Ashulu as a new assistant vice president for athletics. Ashulu will be joining the Flyer family on April 2nd. Ashulu comes to Lewis University from Point Park University in Pittsburgh, where he served as director of athletics for 6 years. Under his leadership, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, NAIA school, had one of the most successful years in 2022 to 2023, as the university's team won several conference championships. Ashulu is currently pursuing a Doctor of Education degree in educational leadership from the American College of Education. A welcome event for Ashulu will be announced in the coming weeks.
The Flyer women's basketball team began the GLVC tournament with a win against Missouri St. Louis 65-51. Today, the Flyers never trailed in the game and held a double-digit lead for the entire second half. Starting 5-0, the Flyers held dominance throughout the game, with Lily Courier scoring the last points of the opening quarter, putting Lewis ahead 19-11. The Tridents scored the next 4 points, but Lewis pushed the lead back to 12 on a layup by Badali that made it 33-21. The Flyers then scored the final 5 points of the quarter. Lewis women's basketball will be back for the GLVC tournament semifinals on Saturday against the winner of Maryville and Illinois Springfield at noon Central.
The Flyers men's lacrosse team won 23-5 over Dominican University of California Sunday at Lewis's Stadium. The win marks the 5th in a row for the Flyers and the 3rd game this season that Lewis has topped 20 goals. The Flyers started the game strong and fast, with Baden Bagoyen scoring at the 12-minute and 6-second mark after an assist from Kevin Blotz. Despite Dominicans gaining scores shortly after, Lewis maintained their lead, with Ryan Wraith making 6 saves in the first quarter. The Flyers maintained their lead within the 3rd and 4th quarter, again scoring early and saving the various shots from the Penguins. Lewis men's lacrosse will face Colorado Mesa this Sunday, March 10th at noon at Lewis's Stadium.
The U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association announced its women's indoor track and field all-region athletes this Tuesday, with Lewis placing 5 student athletes on the list of honorees. The honorees are Denise Hernandez, Carmen Kurovica, Crystal Martindale, Aurori Moore, and Rose Ogboli. Each had set their own personal bests for the scores they were honored in. In addition to their all-region honors, Hernandez, Martindale, and Ogboli will all be competing in the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championship this Friday and Saturday in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
The men's tennis team lost to Purdue Northwest 4-3 at Match Point Tennis and Fitness Club Friday, but defeated Quincy 5-2 the following Saturday at Challenge Fitness. The Flyers struggled in their Friday doubles and single matches, going 0-3 in doubles and 2-6 in singles, with Mateus Partajuk and Roberto Leal putting Lewis on the board. However, the Flyers kept their ground and came back early, scoring 3-0 in doubles and 4-2 in their singles. The men's tennis team will be back in action this Saturday against Bentley University. And that is it for today's news. Thank you for watching. As a reminder, you can always keep up with Lewis University's television network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and by visiting our YouTube channel. I'm Samir Martinez.
And I'm Citlali Romo. Have a good night.